Good morning to you all, dear students. So today we will start with the new topic under block 19, that is fishing and occupation in coastal villages. Okay, so our aim for today is students will be able to explain the advantages and disadvantages of rural livelihoods using a case study on fishing. Resources required is your worksheet S2, notebook, your XC content book. Keywords for today is self-employed. So what is the meaning of self-employed? It means working for oneself and not working for anyone else. That is known as self-employed. Alright? So alright, the question here is what kind of problems do you think the jobs that people did in rural areas face? Alright, so maybe they have lots of problems, okay, while doing the job that we have discussed, right, that people do in the rural areas. So today we will learn about the advantages and disadvantages of fishing, okay, which is a common occupation in coastal villages. Alright, so today we will learn about the advantages as well as the disadvantages of fishing, okay, which is a very common occupation especially in coastal villages, means the villages which are located near the coast, okay, near the sea and ocean. All right, so let's read this comic strip, okay, all of us, let's look into this comic strip. You will find even in your content book under page number 53, okay, you'll find even in page number 53 in your textbook. So I'll read for you, please listen carefully. We are from the same family and we go fishing every morning and sell the fish in the afternoon. We don't have to go far as we live near the sea. Alright, so next one. It looks like there is a storm coming. We will not be able to go fishing today. And then the girls, we have come to the market to sell the fish which our husband caught. Nobody is buying fish today. We are worried as we have not earned enough money. The last one. The storm has destroyed our house and boats. We cannot go fishing till our boats are repaired. How can we earn money now? How can we pay back the loan which we have taken to buy our fishing nets? Okay, so that is the case study about fishing. Okay, I hope you got it. Now, what do the people in the story do to earn a living and why? What do they need for fishing? Who all help them in their job? How does bad weather affect their job? Very easy, simple. Discussed, we have learned from the case study, right, about fishing. Okay, so what do the people in the story do to earn a living and why? What do they need for fishing? What all help them? Okay, who all help them in their job? How does bad weather affect their job? Alright, to summarize your answer, see, these people, they catch fish, okay, that is from the sea, and they sell it to traders who buy them for the shops in towns, okay, and the fishermen, they live close to the sea, hence they don't have to travel far for fishing, okay, and also they use fishing nets and boats to catch fish, okay, uh, they use, means the fishermen, they use fishing nets and boats to catch fish. All right, and all the family members, they help each other. Okay, however, when there is a storm or cyclone, the sea becomes dangerous, so they cannot go for fishing. All right, and they are then unable to earn money. All right, sometimes they also borrow money from traders, banks for buying fishing nets and boats if they don't earn well. Okay, so they cannot repay the money, right, if they are unable to sell their fish, right. In these cases, they have to sell the fish to traders at a cheap price, means at a lower price. Okay, sometime if they are unable to sell the fish on the same day, alright, means the day that they caught the fish, it becomes stale. Stale means there is a sting. Okay, and hence they cannot sell stale fish. Right, that is already a sting fish. Okay, means already a spoiled fish. Right, because of the hot weather temperature. Alright, so they cannot keep for 2-3 days. Okay, to sell the fish that they caught. They need to sell within the day. Okay, so from our discussion, we have learned like how do they how do they live to earn their livelihood, and what did they require to catch the fish, and who helped them, right, and what affect them, uh, especially with how they are affected by storm and cyclone, right, and what problems they face if they are unable to sell their fish. Okay, means they sometimes borrow money from the money lenders like traders, bank, to buy the fish. Okay, our fishing nets. All right, so from all discussion, I hope now you are clear. Okay, now based on what you read, means from the commit strip. Okay, what are some advantages of rural occupations such as fishing, and what are some disadvantages? So see, based on our reading, what are some advantages of rural occupation such as fishing in the case study, and what are some of its disadvantages? Means benefit and disadvantage. Okay, benefit and drawbacks, in other words. All right, so advantages are, see, people they engage in rural occupation like fishing are usually self-employed. Okay, they work for themselves and they don't work under anyone else. All right, so also the whole family they works together to earn a living. All right, so they do not have to travel for long distance, okay, to reach their place of work. Right, the reason why, because they live near the seashore, they live near the coastal area. All right, so fishermen depend on weather conditions. All right, so the disadvantage can be in case of storm or cyclone occurs. When there is bad weather, they are unable to go for fishing. Okay, which means they are unable to earn money during that particular time. All right, so during the rainy season, also fishermen cannot catch fish as it is breeding time for fish. Okay, all right, so sometime they may not get enough customer to sell. All right, so as a result of which the fish becomes stale and unfit for use, it becomes sting. Okay, and then they are unable to sell those stale fish. All right, so those are some of the advantages and disadvantages of fishing. All right, the occupation of fishing. Okay, now all right, last question. Okay, what is the similarity between fishing and growing crops? So what are some of the similarity you find between fishing and growing crops? All right, very simple. Okay. Okay, so see, both fishing and growing crops depend on the weather. All right, if there is a drought, all right, if there is a drought, no rain, farmers they cannot have a good harvest. All right, as a result, they too cannot earn any money. So that is the, all right, the similarity between fishing and growing crops. Okay, both depend on weather. Yes or no? In the case of farmers, if there is a drought, no rain, then farmers they cannot have a good harvest because the crops they need water, all right, to survive and to sustain. Okay. So also in case of fishing, if there is a bad weather like storm or cyclone, right, they cannot go for fishing. Okay, so if you compare between fishing and growing crops, both they depend on weather. All right, and if the weather is good or bad, they cannot earn their money. Okay. All right, so now things to do. So you have to complete practice question number 4, 5 and 6. All right, practice question number 4, 5 and 6 is your homework for today. Okay, along with worksheet S2. All right, so you have to read the passage and answer the question. So there's the passage given out here, so you please go through this passage carefully. All right, before you start with 1, 2 and 3. Okay, after you are done reading the passage, you write two things Ali will need to catch fish, and write two advantages Ali has in his job. Advantages, two advantages, and two disadvantages. Okay, you write in this given space. And then how does weather affect other rural occupations? All right, so that is for discussion for today. Thank you, have a nice day, take care.